Hey guys, so today I am out door dashing. I started door dashing last week and I have been busy with it since. And today is Friday. It's a slower day. Last Friday was as well, which surprises me because most people, they get their pay Thursday or Friday. And so it kind of surprises me at how slow it can be sometimes, unless there are just too many dashers. Um, but today I started off in one town. It took me to another area, and so I stayed in that area, did a few dashes, and then I came to the town closer to my home, and I'm just kind of waiting around right now for some dashes to come through. So, my first dash, guys, was a flop, like an absolute flop. I was so scared to accept the order, but I accepted it. My girls were with me, my two older girls and my two younger girls, and I'm like, accept it, accept it, accept it. And so it was a dash to Dunkin' Donuts. And I was like, okay. And it was in town. It was, fairly close. So I accepted it. People think that, oh, how hard could it be? I was so nervous. And yes, it gives you all the instructions and everything that you need, but like your nerves are still like going crazy and you're freaking out because you don't know if you're going to do it right. And I watched videos on YouTube, but it's not the same. So I picked up at Dunkin' Donuts. Well, I got to Dunkin' Donuts and I waited around because I was expecting the order to be in the little cubicle area where the mobile orders are, but it was sitting on the counter. And finally, one of the workers was like, "Are you waiting on an order?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's a DoorDash for a Katie. I think it was Katie B." And she's like, "Yeah, it's right here." So I follow the instructions in the app. Says you have to take a picture to confirm. If there's a receipt, you click the button for photo with receipt, and if there's no receipt, it's a photo without receipt. So I clicked photo with receipt, took a picture of it, got to the car. I was like, okay, that was easy enough. And I found my way to the house. It was actually an apartment complex, and I found the apartment. I took it up the stairs and took a picture of it and got to the car, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just did my first dash. That was so easy. It was good. And all the girls in the car were like clapping and and I was like, yeah, you did it. A minute later, I get a message from the customer saying this is not the right order. This is for a Katie S, I think it was, and I am a Katie B. And I was like, oh no. Started freaking out. So I pulled over. I was like, let me see what I can do. I tried to contact DoorDash customer service, and they weren't a whole lot of help at all. And so I was like, let me go back and get your order. And she's like, it's okay. I'll have my boyfriend go pick it up. Don't worry about it. So I was like, okay, but I felt really bad because now this other Katie doesn't have their order. So I just was like, I had to take it as a loss. So she contacted DoorDash and requested a refund. And I was like apologizing profusely. I was like, I am so sorry. This is my first dash. Like, I didn't realize I saw Katie, didn't, verify the items. I'm really sorry. And she was really nice about it. I did offer again to go get her items, and she's like, it's okay. He's already on his way to go get it. So, after that, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm not doing DoorDash anymore. I'm done. And my girls are like, what? No, you didn't teach us that way. You can't give up after the first try. You have to do it again. I was like, I'm traumatized. I am not doing this again. And they're like, no, you have to, you have to do it again. And I was like, oh my gosh, I really don't want to accept it. So anyway, I ended up accepting another one. And those first couple of days were stressful because it was a learning curve. Everything was new. I had one where I had to have somebody sign. There was one where it was like tobacco or something involved. So I had to scan their ID with my phone. So it's kind of crazy. But anyway, I'm learning, and now I'm just waiting for DoorDashes to come through. Right now is the slow time, and hopefully I'll be getting something very soon. And if not, I'm just gonna head home. So that's my day, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and if you want to know more about DoorDashing, let me know.